Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we are reacting to a TikTok that has gotten so much attention. It has gone totally viral, and I had so many of you send this to me, I had to react. And I've really been trying to stay away from the negative videos. I promise I'm not trying to provide any rage bait here today, but I do think there are some really important points that we can take away from this, and I want to share my take. So let's react together and have a little chit chat afterwards. And we're just gonna watch it all the way through. So let's get into it.
I was with a friend of mine yesterday, and we were getting a piece of pizza. And one of the guys behind the counter, he was so cute. And we did have a little smile exchange. And she goes, "Oh my gosh." And then she goes, "Hope, you have to teach me how to flirt." And I was like, "Well, okay." So I just wrote my number down on a napkin, and I gave it to him. And she was like, "I can't believe you did that so easy. What if he has a girlfriend?" And I said, "What? I'll probably never hear from that guy. I don't care about him. I don't know him. He might have a girlfriend. I hope he does. I bet she's beautiful. And I think he treats her well." You don't give your number away. You don't flirt because you really, really want something. You just flirt because it's fun. Who cares about that guy? You think I'd ever actually like him? No offense, he works at a pizza shop. All love. I'm sure he's in a great band. But anyways, this is your sign. Give your number away today. But when you give it away, don't expect anything because it's not for them. It's for you.
As you can probably expect, this girl is getting a lot of negative feedback. And I'm really not a cancel culture type person. I don't think we need to threaten people or, say really cruel things back to them in order to prove a point. But I do think it is okay to call out poor behavior so that we can learn from it and so that we can hopefully do better in the future, or at least just have a different perspective when we are having our own thoughts and living our own lives and maybe thinking really mean things. Because I'll be honest, my thoughts after watching this video is that it was really cruel and disappointing. I think this is one of the more disappointing videos I've seen in a pretty long time. And that's because I think it's just so unnecessarily mean. A guy's minding his own business, doing his job, and now we're here, posting a video online, essentially making fun of him for where he works. I think this is it's just nasty behavior. Now, I know that we don't know the backstory of the guy she gave her number to, but I just think about the fact that, it probably made him feel really good about himself that a girl gave him her number on a napkin, only for it to be some stupid joke for TikTok. And then to potentially see this video that says that it wasn't real, right? We don't flirt because we actually want anything to happen. We just flirt because it's fun to do. Not considering that other person and their human experience or, their feelings at all. I don't know, I have to think if I was someone who didn't really get attention from the opposite sex, and again, we don't know the backstory of this guy, but if I was someone who didn't get attention from the opposite sex and someone hit on me, and then I got on TikTok and saw this video, I would just feel crushed. And then taking it a step further to say she would never be interested in him because he works at a pizza shop. And he's probably in a band. Then I imagine all the other men and women who might have seen this video who work a similar job, and now they feel super insecure about that. I don't know. I just think this is sort of bottom of the barrel behavior. And I always try to approach my reaction videos with grace. I think we do have to keep in mind that the person we're reacting to today is also a human. I did a little bit of digging on her profile just to kind of see what's going on. And it appears she is a sort of comedian and posts videos online for a living and does stand-up comedy and things like that. But I like to think I have a pretty good sense of humor. I don't think this was funny. I don't think there was, I don't get the joke if it was supposed to be funny. You can let me know if you thought it was funny. Maybe I'm just not getting it. But I don't think it was funny. And it clearly didn't land the way that she wanted it to. And she made an apology video that was basically saying that it was a joke. I didn't see the whole thing because I only saw someone react to it. And when I went to go watch, she had already deleted it. So she deleted this video that we're reacting to and also the apology video. So at the time of filming this, there has been no apology. But she deleted the video, so I have to think she knows it maybe wasn't great to say. And I'll be honest and say this one felt a little personal for me. It hit close to home. So maybe that's why, I don't know, maybe I felt a negative reaction towards it, because there is a pizza place in Cincinnati, Ohio called La Rosa's Pizza. My parents both worked there in their late teens, early 20s, and that's how they met each other. And so I guess it just makes me really sad to think about the fact that someone would be so quick to write another person off because of where they work. And I'm really glad that neither one of my parents felt that way about each other, and viewed each other as human beings and people rather than their job titles. And I'm also really thankful that they taught me the importance of being kind and treating people with respect, regardless of if they work at a pizza shop or they are the CEO of a company. Also, I think it's worth mentioning, you have no idea what's going on in a person's life or why they're doing what they're doing. I know it's very easy to make assumptions, and when people make assumptions, they often assume the worst, but someone could be working 3 jobs to pay their way through school. That's what my mom was doing when she worked at a pizza shop. She was working at a pizza shop, she was working at a pharmacy, and she was working at a daycare to pay her way through college, because she didn't have help from her parents to pay for college. My dad was working at a pizza shop because he had to move out and live on his own at 17. I just think collectively, we could be a little bit more kind and not post things like this on the internet. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not telling anyone what their preferences should be in a person. If you don't want to date someone that works at a pizza shop, that's your prerogative, right? That's your preference. You're allowed to think that. But I think we should remember that our words matter. And I'm not even someone who gets overly offended at things online or who takes things really personally. I get comments every single day that just rip my appearance to shreds, right? It is what it is. People are going to do what they're going to do. But if you're watching this video, I would just encourage you to not post things like this on the internet. Like, it's one thing to think something mean. It's another to film yourself saying it, edit it, and then make the conscious decision to post it online for millions of people to see. Maybe she did this for clicks and views. Maybe she thought, you know, if I say this really mean thing, it's going to go viral and I'm going to get attention and my comedy, my comedy career is going to take off. I don't know what her thought process was. And I don't think we need to stoop to someone's level and say mean things about them just because they said mean things about someone else. But what she said was not great. The point I want to make here, obviously, number one, is to be kind and to not post this kind of trash on the internet. But also, stop living your life and your dating life with your nose turned up at people. Stop operating in a way where you think that you're superior to people because they work at a pizza shop and you don't. Actually, they work at a pizza shop and you post mean videos on the internet. Who's the winner there? You might really miss out on wonderful people and opportunities because you were too busy being snooty and thinking that you're above others because of what you do for your job. This grandiose behavior is not attractive, and I think regardless of where you're at, it's important to stay grounded and to be humble. I think the behavior in the video and acting this way is far more unattractive than any job could ever be. So let's collectively do better. And also, let me just say, and I feel like I have the credentials to speak about this, or the ability to speak about this because I post videos online for a living. I'm technically an influencer. If you're an influencer, again, myself included, you really have no right to judge anyone else for what they do for a living. This is quite literally the easiest job in the world, especially TikTok. Like, anyone can just get on their phone and film a 1-minute long video and post it for the world to see. You don't even have to edit it. At least with YouTube, you have to learn how to edit in a software if you're going to edit your videos. You know, it's long form, so you have to keep people engaged for a longer period of time. You have to usually have some sort of topic to discuss. But anything can just go viral, especially if it's mean and nasty and controversial. It's very easy to get views and to go viral when you're saying mean things. So if you're doing that for a living, you really have no right to judge what someone else is doing. Also, imagine all the free pizza that you would get. Also, if he delivers pizzas, you're delivering a pizza Has anyone ever been upset when they got a pizza delivered? Like, you're experiencing human beings in a happy state. Because if I'm getting a pizza delivered, when I open that door, I'm in a good mood. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm getting a pizza. So again, you know what? I'm not going to say anything mean about this girl. I'm not going to attack her. I'm not going to stoop to a level that's far below all of us. We're better than that, right? But I do hope she has some bad pizza experiences. If you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all you guys over on there as well. I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. What are your thoughts about this video? I know people take things very personally. This is going crazy on TikTok with all the reactions and again, people being very mean. But I also just think the state of the world that we're in right now, it was a very tone-deaf thing to post, as so many people are just struggling to put food on their tables and pay their rent. Just be kind. And also, maybe consider something else for work, because this wasn't funny. It really wasn't funny. So I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. When you see things like this, does it make you feel insecure about what you do for a living? Does it make you feel some sort of way? Have you ever had this experience dating where people have made these assumptions about you or been so quick to write you off because of what you do for work? I would just love to get a conversation going about this down below to get a better understanding of what's sort of going on here. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, and a lot of us are just really doing the best that we can. So be kind. Go be nice to someone today, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day after watching this video. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.